All right, good evening, everyone. Lisa Dreco here. I'm excited to share the new products from Convention with you. I wish there was like a scratch and sniff feature for you on the other end so you could actually smell them all, but I'm really excited to share with you about the products. I'm still learning a lot about them myself and, starting to start to use them, but I'm just going to go through and share them all with you in this beautiful box that we got from Convention U, where we got all the products at a discounted price. And November 9th, doTERRA is going to be in Detroit doing a post-convention event, and you will be able to purchase all the convention products at a discounted price at that event if you go. So I know some of you might want to get them next month already, but you'll also have a chance to get them at a discounted price too, November 9th when they come to Detroit. I wish they were coming a little earlier because they're already on the road visiting places, but they're not coming here until November 9th. So just so you know about that option that will be coming down the road. All right, so I'm going to start with Blue Tansy. Here it is, Blue Tansy. This is in our deep blue, right? So you've heard of it before. I'm actually keeping it in the fridge because I heard it's good to keep it in the fridge. It's one of our oils that might need to be refrigerated. I don't know all the details on that. I just read about it, and so I'm doing it right now. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm just keeping it in the fridge just in case. So let me tell you a little bit about this oil. It comes from the flower, leaf, and stem, and you can use it aromatically and topically. This is not an internal oil, okay? It has it's steam distilled. That's how they get it. Explain. It's so hard to explain this, but they explain it as like fruity, mellow, and balsamic. I feel like it tastes like balsamic. Or smells, not taste, like balsamic smelling. It is really turns your skin blue. So watch. Look at that. It actually turns your skin blue, and when you rub it in, it will go away eventually. So this is really good for your face and your complexion. So they say if you're going to put it on your face, obviously do it at night, not during, the morning, because it's literally going to be blue. So you can see it's already kind of fading on me. It's kind of hard with my light, but it's almost already gone, that blue there. Some people's skin, it might be more or less. So people are adding this to their night creams. It's really good for reducing the appearance of blemishes and soothing the skin. It's also really good for diffusing. It's going to be a lot of blends for that, for uplifting, and really good for muscle pain and muscle aches. Okay, so it's the Moroccan Tansy. It's like referred to sometimes, and that blue. I don't want to say this name wrong, but chamazoline, I think I'm saying that right, is what the blue is. It's the indigo color, and that's what's really good. The chamazoline in it, it's what's really good for the skin. Okay, so uplifting, good for the skin. You can add it to your coconut oil or your other moisturizers for the skin, and then also for massage too. It's gonna be really good for pain and massage. I haven't heard a ton of benefits from this. I haven't heard testimonials on this one yet, but people are really, really excited for this one. So if you're going to put it on your face, do it at nighttime. It disappears too fast. So that's Blue Tansy. Okay, any questions on that one? Questions or thoughts on that one? We can do questions more at the very end too. Dr. Hill talked about that one too. And so that he basically was, just talking, more about this being really good because it's in the deep blue for the pain. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. Let's go to the next one, which is the hot one on the market, right? Is the Cohiba, right? You've all heard about this one. This is like what everyone is just like. Testimonials are coming out crazy on this one. Not to be confused with hemp oil, all right? They made it a very, very, very clear that they will not pass those illegal boundaries. But the Cohiba, I'll explain a little bit, can be used aromatically, topically, internally. It's a sensitive oil, so a little careful on the skin. but it comes from like 4 different resins of this, of the the names again, you know, I'm really great at pronouncing. I'm going to look it up really to make sure I say it exactly right. So it's just like 4 different species, okay, of the copaiba that are going together. And so THC is what you'll hear a lot of people refer to. That's the hemp oil that's illegal. That's definitely not what we have here. It comes from the 4 different species, like I said, and it's very woodsy. It's a woodsy smell. Definitely spicy and woodsy. And basically this one is like your game changer for cardiovascular, immune system, digestive, respiratory. I've listened to a testimony this morning about somebody that hurt their nerve on their knee, and it was going all the way from their knee, up their back, their spine to their neck. And he took it internally, and then he rubbed it on the back of his knee and the front of his knee, and it was 50% better, like within minutes. And he did it again that night, and then he woke up and it was 90% better. Okay, so that was like for the nerve damage. So I've heard a lot of testimonials on this one for the nerve damage, like the back pain, the cramping, any kind of muscle pain. And people what they're doing is they're taking a drop of it in the morning underneath their tongue and a drop of it at night underneath their tongue, but they're also applying it to the area too. So a ton of testimonials are coming out on that for any kind of nerve damage, muscle pain, and people aren't believing like what they're actually experiencing of like almost disappearing. Okay. The other thing that is testimonials are coming out on this one, which is it's a powerful antioxidant. So I'm getting a lot of testimonials and reading a lot about like people that aren't feeling well. So taking it the first sign of not feeling well, a cough coming on, rubbing it on the chest. And so a lot of stuff for antioxidants and not feeling well. At the first signs of that, people are saying it's either they're feeling fine or feeling better within, the day. So again, a drop underneath the tongue or in water or in juice or whatever you want to do, morning and night. The other testimonies that are coming out, there's a lot of them, but the other one goes along with that it helps calm, soothe, and support the nervous system. So a lot of people that are dealing with stress and anxiety and that type of thing is a lot of testimonials for that. So I posted a few of them in one of the groups, but just kids that are, experience a lot of anxiety before school, like rubbing on the feet, even along with the blue tansy, those two together are really helping. Like they're seeing dramatic changes in anxiety and things like that, especially with the kids. I've heard a lot of that one coming out. Also really good for the skin. I mean, it's like, so why don't we just pour this oil over our whole entire body, right? So really good for the skin, reduces the appearance of blemishes. So they suggest to, 1 to 2 drops in water, and even taking it internally for the anxiety, but also breathing it in is another way to do it, and good for the face, for the clear skin. So they really get into our skin with all these oils too. So there's a lot of controversy, you might have read some of the different things with this oil, just the fact that it is not THC, it is not the hemp oil, but it has the 4 species of the copaiba, which is really, really powerful. So really excited about this oil. This is available right now, right? And so this one is $35 wholesale. I've already said the blue tansy is $95 wholesale. A little bit more of an expensive oil, right? So this is $35. So people were all over this one the other day when it came up. Any questions with that one? Okay, if you have any at the end, let me know. Okay, Siberian fir is another new one, and this is going to be replacing the white fir. And the reason why is the sourcing was not exactly how they wanted it with the white fir anymore. So as doTERRA is the type of company that they are going to make sure that they have the right sourcing and the right partnership. So we have Siberian fir. It smells wonderful. Smells woodsy, fresh, smells like a Christmas tree to me. This one is $20 wholesale, and it actually is a great gain. Some people were worried about the white fir going out, but the Siberian fir has a more prominent chemistry, and Dr. Hill put up a chart And actually this oil contains a lot more chemistry and it can affect a lot more of the body systems than the other one was that we had. So this one, again, will be good. This is good for anxiety, anxious feelings. Really, it is really relaxing. And but as we know, it's white fur. A lot of people used with like muscle pain and things like that. So this can be used the same way, you know, so just a different source of it. Again, massage, diffusing this one. This can be taken internally. I have never taken this one internally, but can be used internally. It can go directly on the skin, good for irritations and those things like that. But it smells really good and it's good for stress. So this is actually a really good gain, and it was just the reason about the sourcing. So I think that's all I wanted to say on that one. Okay. Okay, all right, so then I'm going to go on to the next one, which is all of our roller balls, which is so excited. I know we've had Jasmine and Rose in the past, but the Rose Touch is amazing, you guys. It's $75 wholesale, but it smells just beautiful. It smells so good. It's a stainless steel top. And again, it's the floral, obviously it's more of a floral smell, and it's diluted with a fractionated coconut oil. Really uplifting. I just feel like so uplifted when I have it on. It's really good for moisturizing the skin, another good skin one. Skin imperfections. I'm actually my daughter has a scar on her eye, so I'm putting it on there every single day now from when she hurt her eye. Tiffany had like a sty on her eye this weekend. She put it on the side. Sty never came. Promotes the skin tone. I think Rose Aesthetic Convention is an oil that Emily said has I wrote it down so I can remember. I'm like looking back at my notes here. Basically, because outperform, like the components in it outperforms all other oils against microorganisms. So like this oil outperforms all of them against microorganisms. So Emily told a story at convention about her daughter having something on the skin. I'm not really sure if it was something kind of blistery infection where she's gonna have to take an antibiotic, and On Guard was not cutting it and some of the other ones. So she used the Rose and Melaleuca Touch on it for a week and it went away. So this oil I think is going to be a game changer with a lot of things. I've been reading about the Rose with eczema, clearing up eczema already, testimonies with eczema. I've been reading all kinds of different skin issues that this is clearing up like right away. So the eczema is like, you know, gone. So this is, I think it's gonna be a really good one for any kind of skin issues, topical type things, okay? Not to be used internally, but diffusing it just so good for uplifting your mood. It's so beautiful. And then I think skin, to me, this is the one that outperforms all other oils. Pretty awesome. This one is $75 wholesale. So I know some people were having sinus infections. We're putting it on their sinus infections at convention and felt better within a few hours. So they're putting it on their sinuses, and it's diluting, so they're just rubbing it right on their sinus areas, and we're feeling pretty good within a few hours. So that's that one. I'm excited about that. Okay, Neroli. This one also is another kind of floral one. I'm gonna smell like a flower after this. Another one that uplifts the mood. It's citrusy, it's florally. I can't really explain it, but it's like, it smells so good. It smells so, it's like fresh is how I want to explain it. Again, another one that uplifts the moods. We're all going to have like beautiful skin and be uplifted, right? Good for anxiety, good for relaxation. This is one of the oils too that they said is good for women in pregnancy, for anxiety, for pregnancy. Also really good for getting you in the mood type situation. Emily did say that. So that's another good one for that. It probably has to do with the emotional aspect of it, right? Very good for the skin, massage. and those types of things. So skin, emotions, and good for any kind of like helping wound heal, intimacy, pregnancy, and also good for like help regulation of our system for women too. So our hormones, so really good hormonal one for that. This flower, it was kind of cool. She went through the flowers and she talked about like the personality of the flowers and like the way that this flower looked like. It looks like it's releasing, so it's supposed to be good for like letting go. So that's what she kind of talked about that one for emotionally of that one. Okay. That one is $47 wholesale price. And you remember they're diluted a little bit and they last a little bit longer when they're in those roller balls too. So super excited about that one. She told a little backstory about this, that the neroli comes from the bitter orange tree. So from the bitter orange tree, we get the wild orange. We also get the, that comes from the peel of the orange. We get the petitgrain, which comes more from the twigs and the leaves, which is relaxation. And now from the flower, we're getting the neroli. So that from the bitter, from the orange tree, we're getting all 4 of those. And she said, back in Egypt, where the bitter orange tree come from, that the princesses wore the neroli oil. And it was like for, it was kind of funny because it was like for virginity and happiness and fertility. But then in Madrid, the women wore it to seduce their clients. So it's used for both. So she kind of told that story there, which I thought was kind of interesting. You know, they wore it for purity in Egypt, but then in Madrid, they were using it to seduce their men. So, you know, pick your flavor with this. But I think it's just going to be a good oil all around for women. Okay. Jasmine. Another one that's going to become available to us, which is so exciting because my daughters, they love this oil. This is their favorite oil. They're so excited to have this in roller balls. So this one's 42. And it is, again, it's a very intense floral. It's a very warm. It's kind of exotic smelling to me. Even like a little bit musky. Aromatically and topically, it can be used. And neat right on the skin. And again, this is another one for uplifting the mood. Really good for, I guess, the skin and imperfections and glowing complexion. I will say that back to the neroli really quick. People said they've been putting this on their face and their skin has never felt so soft. Just after a couple, you know, just using this too. So that's another good point for the neroli. But I think the same is true for the jasmine. Something that I thought was kind of neat that Emily talked about is this is an absolute, meaning that the steam heat would actually destroy the flower. It would make it all mushy. So they extract the wax from the petal and they separate that to make the oil, which makes it more concentrated. So like a lot of the flowers, they steam distill and they're able to extract it, but if they did that to this flower, it actually would ruin it. So it's actually an absolute, which I didn't know about that. So it's more concentrated than a lot of the other oils, which is kind of cool. So this is, this oil, they say is to feel liberated, to feel free, and just really, really, really good for uplifting your mood and for your skin again. Smells amazing. So I'm sure some more testimonies will be coming out with these ones, but I think rose is going to be a huge game changer in everything with our skin and infections and all kinds of different things going on with our body. And neroli, I think emotionally, is going to do some big things. And with our skin too. One of the cool things that she talked about too, since all these are diluted with fractionated coconut oil, and I knew this, but you know, she explained it really well. She said, I'm talking about Emily, right? When I say she basically said that when you have the fractionated coconut oil, the oils are able to penetrate better into your skin. So you've got your epidermal level and your dermal level. And so it can, when the fractionated coconut is coupled with the oils, it can get into the dermis level of your skin and it can penetrate better and it's more effective. Okay, so a lot of times you put it just directly right on your skin, it might evaporate into the air. So the fractionated coconut oil helps it get down to that dermal level, which is more effective. Now it might take a little slower, but it's going to go deeper into our skin. Well, that was really cool. So that's, these oils are all diluted, and that's why those Touch roller bottles are so great. And we always talk about diluting with fractionated coconut oil because it's able to get further into the skin. She talked a little bit about that. Okay. Also, our wild orange oil we'll be getting from Brazil. We do get some from the Dominican Republic. I think some of it's going to come from the Dominican Republic and some of it's going to come from Brazil. I think it just has to do with the sourcing and things there, and the soil. Okay. So those are my main notes on those. There is so much more information, and there's going to be more that will be forthcoming to you, but you can already see how powerful just, the Cohiba itself and what I think it's going to do for the immune system and the body and that nerve and muscle pain. I think it's going to be huge. A drop out of the tongue, applying it topically. Stories of this just within, we've only had it over a week and are coming out like crazy. And then these 3 roller balls with just oils for our skin and what's going on in our body and with our moods and things like that. And the Siberian fir, just a change from the white fir. Blue tansy too. I haven't heard a ton of things except that they're coupling this with the Cohiba for relaxation and stuff too. So, and the skin. I've heard a lot of people putting it all over their skin. Okay, any questions with those? Okay. I didn't get this, but I'll show you the picture. The new diffuser is really pretty. It is just another option for a diffuser, and they call it the Lumo diffuser. And it can go for 2 to 5 hours continuously or 10 hours intermittent. Intermittent, like you'll turn off, on. It's got 7 lighting color options, which everyone was like, whoa. And it's got that maple wood base, which I think makes it a little prettier than just like the purple base. So, and it covers up to 540 square feet. So a big area. And that one's $70. So a little bit better price point than the $90 one. Now we got the 70 and we got the 47 one. So just a little prettier diffuser. It looks, it's really nice. So that might be one I'll probably consider getting that one, in the future as well. And it's nice for the bedrooms because you can like run it intermittently for 10 hours. So not on the whole night, but just kind of going on and off, and runs a little bit longer too. I was so excited about all these oils this year. Like, I'm so excited. They're just so amazing. And I'm just so excited. Because the next ones I'm going to talk about are the yoga ones. Of course, I was excited about those, right? So they come in this sweet little box, yoga collection. And you kind of open it on the sides. And inside it says, the body achieves what the mind believes, and doTERRA, and it has it in this cute little box, okay? So as of right now, you cannot buy these individually. I don't know if they'll change it. You get the whole box for $52, which I think is really a really good deal. And it's 50 PV. So I have been using these in my practice already, and I love them. Anchor is probably my favorite one so far. It's lavender, cedarwood, frankincense, cinnamon bark, sandalwood, black pepper, and patchouli. Very earthy, spicy, woodsy. And so this one obviously is to support your practice, but help you feel feelings of completeness, calmness, and courage, and a steady foundation to move forward. So you're anchored and be able to move forward. And so how I've been using it is I've been putting it on the ankles and on the bottoms of my feet, and then I breathe it in. So that's what, I have a diffuser in my, I'm not in the studio where I can do that. So this is good if you're feeling like scattered, or you feel like uprooted, like kind of like our balance oil, right? So just not feeling like grounded. And I felt really grounded when I used it. My feet felt more grounded into the earth when I was doing my practice. And really good for, they even put some poses with it to go with it. They say the perfect poses for this one are the seated meditation, the seated twist, and some different things like that. And it can be used, it doesn't have to be used during yoga though. It can be used anytime if you're like uprooted or just you need to feel grounded. We all know when we need to feel that way, right? We're scattered everywhere. So this can be used topically and aromatically. So super excited for this one. Align is the next one. This is probably the three not my favorite one. It's probably the one I need. So this has bergamot, coriander, marjoram, peppermint, geranium, basil, rose, and jasmine. I can't figure out what I smell. I think I feel like I smell the marjoram, I think. Strongest when I breathe it in, but this is supposed to promote feelings of self-acceptance and trust and fluidity and harmony in our practice. Again, another good place is the wrist to apply the oils. So the wrist, the back of the neck. This is supposed to be for warrior two, triangle, gate pose. So obviously, like in yoga, we're trying to align our bones, right? And that's what I really am not really that good at. So I'm really working on that. So maybe that's why I need this. So I'm really working on trying to align my bones and everything when I do my poses. That's really what yoga's about, right, Kimberly? So you gotta like align your bones. And in war, I'm like always like way over here. I was just align myself. So maybe I need to put this one on more. So again, you can also, apply this to your jewelry. If you wear jewelry, the lava jewelry and different things like that. So a really good one for just aligning your life when you're not like focused. I mean, what I'm trying to do with my life is aligning everything I do with what my goals are. So if something's out of alignment for what my goals are, then I'm trying to not do those things anymore. Okay, so this is a really good oil to promote that alignment you want in your life, but also in your yoga practice. Probably needed a lot more. And then my daughter's favorite of all the oils, Grace's, was Arise, citrusy. You're gonna like, she always like kind of the citrusy oil. So it's got lemon and grapefruit, has a Siberian fir in it. It's got some Melissa in it as well. And so this is like a kind of obviously like a cheer, citrus bliss, like little, not as like, strong though. So this is good for happiness, clarity, and courage, and helps you rise to achieve your goals. So this is a really good one, again, to when you're practicing yoga, to your wrists, to the back of your neck's always a good spot, your feet, and this is helping you to arise to like the next levels in your life. So when you're trying to make goals and reach them, arising to the next levels in your life, but also really good for just rising in your practice and standing tall and those things as well. So really excited for these, kind of fun. I'm excited to share these with all my yoga teachers and so give them some samples. And the yoga teachers that I've shared with so far, they love the Anchor. That's been like their favorite one. So these are great. You can just use them yourself. You can take them to yoga practice, start sharing with the studios and people that you're working with, because it's just a really great thing. And on the back, it talks a little bit about them too. Last product is the On Guard sanitizer. I know we've all been making our own for a very, very long time, but this is really nice. I think it's in here. It's very light and it's not sticky at all. So they came out with a study at doTERRA that basically said that On Guard, when applied to rubbed on a surface and used for cleaning with water, keeps the microorganism from growing for 7 days. So that means nothing else will regrow in 7 days and recolonize. That is huge. That was a study by Vanderbilt Hospital. That it's not going to regrow. Like, that's just crazy. It was like so many drops of On Guard in water. So that's just On Guard in water. So this is really effective for cleaning surfaces, like when you're traveling on an airplane or you're at a restaurant, you want to clear off, or even like your yoga mat, or anytime that you want to clean something off, this is great, but also great for our hands. It's got like a little bit more spicy aroma, I think, than just the one that I make with my On Guard oil. But it's got eucalyptus and orange and all those things in it. But I love it because it's the 5 PV item, and sometimes you need to add like 5 PV to your order to get to 125 or whatever. So it's a 5 PV item. It is $8.67. retail, but it's $6.50 wholesale. So, you know, $6.50 and you get it, you know, 5 PB for it. So a lot of times you need to add that 5 PB on. So I always get Slim and Sassy gum. Now I can get these. Great gift for somebody. You know, great gift to give someone, give teachers, give your friends, $6.50, you know. And so this is really great for sanitizing anything we need to sanitize. It also is infused with apple extract for moisturization too. So it's got a little moisturization to it as well. So there you have it. The quick little info session on the oils. I'm so excited about them. This Sunday I will be in Northville, and we're going to do where we can, I'll talk a little more detail about all the oils, a little bit more. I have some PowerPoint stuff, and I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail, and you can smell all the oils, and then we're going to do a meditation afterwards. I have that invite up. And then I have, there's an opportunity, I'm going to be in Huntington Woods next Thursday night doing the same thing. So if you want to come smell the oils, get samples, all that kind of stuff, those are opportunities. The Cohiba and the Siberian fir are available right now. You can go in and order them right now with your LRP. And it's kind of cool because you'll get points too, because it's 35 and 20, so it'll be 55 PV, and you could earn whatever percentage back, and you create another loyalty rewards order. Otherwise, they're all available October 2nd. Next month, you can order any of them. If you want to get the whole entire kit at a discounted price, you'll have to wait till November 9th, so it's a little bit long if you want to wait for them all. But you could get the ones you really wanted and then come and get them. But you have to actually be at that event in Detroit, which is in the evening. Which would be another cool event to come to learn, you know, more, and invite your friends to, because they can get the oils that night as well. And then if you go to convention, you get the birch oil, but that's not with, they just have a limited supply of that, so it's only if you're at convention do you get that one. They don't have that in the box. So there you have it. So what questions do we have? I know I just kind of flew through those, but I just wanted people to kind of get like the basic information on them, you know, the prices, a little bit more details. I will keep posting testimonies as I hear them, but they are coming out left and right about the Cohiba is the big one, of course, and then those roller balls. There's a lot of people reporting on those too. Also on the Sunday too, I'll talk a little bit more about convention in general and just things that they talked about. They have new packaging now for all of our kits when they come out. They're really nice, and they're more environmentally friendly. And some different things like that. And I'll share some different details about convention too. But Debbie and Kim and Debbie, do you have any questions? Oh, no questions yet. Just excited to hear the personal testimonies as they come in through. I'll make sure to keep posting them on our page for that. There's a really funny page right now, I'll repost this, but there's a very funny. Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Oh, I heard you a little bit, but now you cut out. Do you see the chat? You could type something in the chat there.
Okay. I'll write it.
Yeah, just if you do the chat, do that because you're cutting it out. Oh. There's a really funny thread on the Diamond page right now about oils and sensuality. And I'm not kidding, like there's about 300 like different people posting about things. So I will post some information on that in the chat. That's some funny. Now I hear you typing, Debbie. Will the Cohiba have to be diluted? No, you don't have to dilute that oil. You can dilute it if you want, but it does not have to be diluted. In fact, I think it does say sensitive. So I mean, is a sensitive oil. So if you're gonna rub it on your face and different things like that, I probably would dilute with a little fraction of coconut oil. But like I put like on my daughter's chest for a little cough, I put on the bottom of her feet, not diluted. But I would say if you're gonna be rubbing on your face, like it is for the carrier oil, it says apply topically combined with a carrier oil or a facial moisturizer. So I would probably put it with a little bit of a carrier oil. I mean, I put some on I put like a little drop on my face and I didn't feel anything, but they do say it's a sensitive oil. I really don't feel anything. I mean, it's been okay, but it recommended diluted. So you can put like 10 drops. They said 10 drops for 10 ml of with fractionated coconut oil. Cool. All right, everyone. Any other questions? In general, was there anything? Nothing. All right. Well, I'm super excited for the next couple months here and sharing, you know, getting people to get these oils. Yeah, well, frankincense, I think Debbie is having a neat oil, whereas Cohiba, I think they have an S next to it. So, yeah, I'm excited for the next few months here and sharing the oils and getting all these new products out to people, and the testimonials. I'll keep posting as many as I can because I am on the Diamond page where they do a lot of testimonials, so I'll just keep flying those up. I've got some more, and I'll just post them for you. All right, so get your oils, let everyone know about them, and hopefully I'll see you at some of the events. I will be doing a monthly team meeting at that place on Caddy Street in Northville. I think it's going to be on Sundays. I think I'm going to try the second Sundays of the month. And it's always going to be like 1:30 to 4, and it's going to be some kind of training and then meditation afterwards if you want. So I'm excited to be doing that moving forward. So we're looking forward to that.
This is our time lapse.
All right, everyone. Good to see you. And let me know if you have any questions. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.